So you want an EV. You made a checklist, you're gonna go out, and of course the first thing on your checklist is, I need an EV, it has to be an electric vehicle. There you go. Second thing, I need a good amount of space. I want an SUV, but I want something that also looks cool. There you go. And your last thing on there is, I don't want a Tesla because everybody has one. There you go. Let me introduce you guys to the 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. This thing is, I gotta say, by far one of the best EVs that's out in the market. I think it looks awesome. I love the way the Mach-E GT looks, and we're gonna discuss that in a second. But in today's video, we're gonna be going over the top 5 things that we love about the all-new Mustang Mach-E GT. Let's go ahead and hop in this video. So number one on this list, it has to be the looks. I think that the Mach-E GT is one of the best looking EVs out there. Now, of course, EVs will have to look a specific way, right? Most of them have to look pretty similar because they're all aerodynamic and all that, because there's no actual motor for you to have to cool anything. But I think Ford really knocked that out of the park when it came to the GT version of the Mach-E. I love the way this thing looks, and of course it's very well complemented by this grabber blue, one of Ford's best colors. That awesome amount of flake that's in the color looks absolutely awesome. It is very well complemented by, of course, the full black accent. So you have, of course, the grabber blue, and then this specific to the Mach-E GT, the regular one does not have it, this black style front, I guess you could call it a grill, but it's not open, but it is a grill. But down there you have some nice looking, sort of more aerodynamic, more sporty looking front splitter. You have a redesigned front bumper, of course, coming around the side of it. We do have some awesome looking, again, complementing with the black roof, the color, and of course the rear, you do get updated rear diffuser for the Mach-E GT. Now, it does look like nothing else on the market, and also it's built very well. But all in all, it's a very nice design vehicle, and I think that you can't go wrong picking one of these. But let's move on to the second thing. So the second thing on this list is these wheels. These are the specific wheels that come on the Mach-E GT. These are 20-inch wheels that are diamond cut. I think they look absolutely stunning on this car, and these are definitely the wheels to go for. There isn't another option, but these, you have to go for these. They look sporty, they look awesome. They are, as I said, 20 inches, so they do look pretty good. And of course, they also ride really good, which you might be surprised. You might be like, 20-inch wheels ride good? The suspension on this car is awesome. It's very comfortable. It is just, it's like nothing else on the road, but it's awesome. I love these wheels. I think they're absolutely stunning when it comes to how this whole car looks. And of course, as we said, the whole design of it, even with the grabber blue, it just absolutely complements these wheels like nothing else. But let's move on to the third thing on this list. Now, on the third thing on this list, this isn't like a major thing, but we have to talk about the doors. I guess not the locks, but the door handles, I guess you could call them that, the door buttons. So like every other EV out there, it's different, right? It can't be like a pretty much like anything else that they make, so it has to be out there. Now, of course, this one does have specific door handles that are on no other Ford, only on the Mach-E. Tesla has the door handles that like come out and you pull on them, which is, I guess that's cool. Rivian has their own weird sort of kind of like you push in and they come out door handles, but the Mach-E definitely has the most unique, I think, in my opinion. So for I think over 100 years, people have been creating custom hot rods with handleless doors. So they don't have handles, and there's usually buttons you push on the mirror, most of them, to open and stuff like that. Well, Ford took that design and really built it into the Mach-E. So like, let's say you want to get into it. So you come up to the vehicle, you have the key in your pocket, it's locked. As you can see, the mirrors are folded. You push this button right here, that's to open it. So you just push the button and the door opens for you. The car has an automatic sort of door lock ejection system to where it'll push the door out and come towards you. And I do really like the fact that there is a little like sort of fin, especially how well it's designed. It blends in with the whole aerodynamic stature of the car. It's designed very well, and it is a sort of a grab handle, so you push on it and then you can just grab on it and open it. I think it's awesome. The rear doors are also cool. These ones don't have that kind of fin style thing, which I don't know why. I think it's to fit with the profile. I would have put it in, but I mean, I'm not an engineer. So you just push the button, and this one does come out pretty far, so you don't have to worry about, you know, getting your finger stuck or anything. It is really nice. One more time to demonstrate, you just push the button and it pops it out for you. Awesome. I am a really big fan. Now, to lock it, you can, of course, lock it with the key. You just push it down and it will lock. Or in turn, let me unlock it for you guys. To lock it, you just come up to it. The key could be in your pocket or whatnot. You just push this down. You see, I basically just tapped it. Didn't even tap the actual lock, and it locks. Well, let me demonstrate one more time. So as you guys can see, that little sort of like lock, you just come up here and you push it, and it locks the car. Awesome, absolutely awesome. I think it's definitely futuristic. It's very well engineered, and I think you can't really dismiss this feature. I think it's really cool and it's very quirky, but it's awesome. But let's move on to the fourth thing on this list. Now, for the fourth thing on this list, it's the interior. I think that the Mach-E GT has the nicest interior out of pretty much all the EVs. The Tesla ones are cool, but they're kind of outdated at this point, and they're kind of cheap. I mean, there's a lot of plastics in there, a lot of just not very good materials, but in here, Ford did it right. So of course, the base Mach-E will have more plastics and everything, but in here, I mean, you have Alcantara suede on the door, you have stitching all over the door, very nice. The seats are also very nice. These are the sport seats that come in the Mach-E GT. As you can see, you have some suede in the middle with some nice, cool pattern. You have the stitching that contrasts here, some more suede on the side. Very beautiful seats, very cool design, sort of like the swooping halo design. It's awesome. And of course, sitting in it, the seats are very comfortable. Now, the dashboard is also kind of leather stitched. So you have, this is a speaker right here. This whole thing is a speaker. As you can see, Bang & Olufsen, awesome sound system. You do have more stitching here with more suede and Alcantara. Let's fire it up for you guys. Turn off that sound. Beautiful startup, because I do have it in the unbridled mode, so it's the fast motor or whatnot. It's awesome. It is very cool. The screens are very usable. All you have to do is just push on them and they're very quick to use. It's awesome. But here we also have the GT logo inscribed onto the center console, so more space down there. Overall, the interior is very nice. I think Ford really knocked it out of the park when it came to the interior on the Mach-E GT. It's definitely very high quality, definitely a luxury feeling interior, and you can't go wrong. But let's move on to the final thing on this list. Now, for the final thing on this list, we're in this unidentified parking lot somewhere. I want to talk about the acceleration. This thing is insane. So I'm going to put my foot on the brake, hold it all the way down, and then we're going to give it some throttle and then let go. And I'm going to show you guys what it does. It's crazy. It is instant. It is actually insane how quick this thing accelerates. I mean, it's like nothing else. I really do believe that in terms of a normal passenger car, of course, you do have the Tesla Plaid and whatnot, but those cars are not, those are very expensive vehicles. I mean, the Model S Plaid, the Model X Plaid, those are like $100,000 vehicles. And this one is not. This has an MSRP of 72. So this is accessible, and it is very quick. So all you have to do is just literally give it throttle and it just takes off. Of course, it's instant, that electric power, it's awesome. But let's go ahead and put this thing back and let's finish up this video. Overall, the Mach-E GT is definitely one of the best EVs out there that you can buy. Let me know down below, you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I love this thing. If I was picking an EV, this would definitely be the vehicle I would go for, just because of how it's styled, how awesome it looks, and especially in grabber blue, it's just like nothing else. But thank you guys all so much for checking out this video. Let me know down below your thoughts on the Mach-E GT, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy.